Hey everybody, I'm Mama Baird and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it is National Peach Cobbler Day! I have not had peach cobbler since my mama made it for me a long time ago. So this is in dedication to her because she loved peach cobbler. She would whip it up and it was always one of our favorite summertime treats. So today, that's what I'm going to be making. I'm going to try it two different ways. I have some home canned peaches that I want to get used up and out of my pantry. I canned these up September of 2022, so they need to get used up, and I put a simple syrup with vanilla and allspice and cinnamon, so they have their own flavored syrup already. And then I also have some commercial canned peaches as well. So we're gonna try home canned fresh peaches versus commercial canned peaches. Both I bet are gonna turn out phenomenal. So let's get in here and let's see how to whip it up. If you're new to the channel, my name's Carolina. Please go ahead and give me a like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Every like, comment, share really helps support me and my channel. Thank you so much, guys. All right, let's get in here and let's make some peach cobbler. Alrighty, I got all my goods here. Let's get these canned peaches open. Here are the 3 cans. This was 15 ounces each of peaches. And I'm going to cut them a little bit. It's funny, you can tell the 2 different brands here, the small ones. This is the bigger ones here. This works really good if you have like littles or something too, or maybe seniors, so they don't have such big clumps of peaches. I think they sell diced peaches too. That would work really well. I did drain these 3 cans. These smaller ones are a little crispier. There we go. And now for our home canned, you can see the little flakes of vanilla in there. I will leave the video linked below where I did these peaches. I'm also going to leave the syrup in here. These are allspice berries, so I'm going to take those out. Now the syrup has sugar and vanilla in it already and cinnamon, so that's why you'll kind of see the difference where if you use your home canned ones versus commercial canned. I wonder if I should add maybe a can. Oh, we pre-cooked our oven. We preheated our oven to 375. So to these peaches, we're gonna add 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I do have vanilla in those peaches, so I'm not gonna add it to there. And then I have almond extract. We're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract. This is optional, but it adds a great flavor. I do not have this in the peaches I canned, so I'm gonna add it to mine. And then we're going to add cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon or so. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. You can also use frozen peaches. A little more. And then, since mine has a lot of juice, I mean the syrup melting will create more juice as well. But I'm going to add like 4 teaspoons to mine. I want to make sure my syrup's nice and thick. We're going to add a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice. And then 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of water to the peach one. To this one. Alright, now let's mix this up. Breaking up any brown sugar lumps here. Break it up, break it up. Over here. Alright, last thing I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of salt over it. Salt helps bring all the sweetness, cuts it, brings everything together. So just sprinkle kosher salt. That is optional. And then the next thing, I have a stick of margarine here. I'm going to just kind of cut slivers of it and put it over. That's what we're gonna. Yes, baby. Jesus. I'm gonna be giving this one to our neighbors who have a couple of kids who have a dairy allergy. So margarine is vegan, and if you need that as an option. I know some people don't like it because it's kind of artificial oil. That's totally up to you. I have some here, so I'm going to use it, especially since it's going for a family that could use it. Alright, so we're going to put plops of this on top. Plop is the technical term, by the way. And then same thing over here, except I got butter. Alrighty, we are going to put this in our 375-degree oven for 20 minutes. That's going to help make a nice thick syrup for the peaches. And then we're going to work on our topping. For the topping, I have 2 cups of flour, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and then a half a teaspoon of salt. We are going to pulse this together. I'm using my food processor, but you can do this by hand and use a pastry cutter, if that makes sense. Cool. Alright, and then we are going to add a tablespoon of butter. This is supposed to be cold, but it is not. I'm sorry, a stick of butter. This is not cold, so we will see if that works. I don't have any in the freezer. And we're just gonna go till crumbly. That didn't take long at all. Alright, and here is what it looks like once the butter's all incorporated. So I did room temperature when it called for very cold, and it seemed to work fine. So, your call. Now, to this, we are going to add half a cup of boiling hot water. We're going to stir it. This should be kind of like drop biscuits, what we're looking for. So just to make sure that I have all the dry spots, I'm kind of pushing the mixture down and scraping it against the bottom where all the dry flour and sugar would be. Alright, and that's about what we're going for. So I'm going to do that again for the second one, and then we will top our cobblers. I just got the peach cobblers out of the oven, waiting for the topping. I've already noticed that this has got way more cinnamon and looks way better, so I'm going to add some cinnamon to this one. And then we're going to give these a stir. And this will get that butter kind of mixed around too. And now what this is going to do, it's going to kind of melt and mix everything. And then when we put our topping on, then that's when it'll thicken up. Because 1, the topping will kind of help absorb some of this. And 2, it'll cook the bottom of the topping as well, since the bottom peaches are not cold, you know. So that's why it's important to get your peaches warmed up before you add your topping. You gotta warm up them peaches, girls. Let's see, I don't know if I want to use the cookie dough or I just want to. And I think this one might need more water. This is more like a crumb topping. You can shake them together. Kind of like golf ball size is what you're going for. I'm kind of flattening them out a bit too. Another thing if you're worried about this liquid being too, like the filling being too liquidy, the biscuits have flour and stuff in them as well. And so as they cook, they will also help thicken it up. So do not fret. All right, there's one. And then I have some cinnamon sugar here. I'm gonna kind of use a sifter here, sift it over. You could always just pour it, that's fine too. Just being fancy. Okay, I still have to add the water to the other filling, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this one in the oven just so it doesn't cool down too much. And then then we'll do the other one. All right, we're gonna cook this for 30 more minutes and then we will check it. And I'll bring you back when they're done. All right, you guys, I had these in for 40 minutes. Look at that. That looks good. Here's the other one. This has been cooling for about 7 minutes now. So we're gonna let them cool for a bit and then we'll give them a try. Our cobblers are done. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, so let's get some of this out. See, the bottom's cooked. Look at how it got thickened up. Alright, we're gonna give it a try, and then the only ice cream I have is buttered pecan, but I think that'll be fine. National Peach Cobbler Day, right? Check it out. Alright, let's give it a try. Now, do you guys do like a biscuit top, or are you more of the oat crumble kind of person? Oh, so good. Those peaches are fire. Here's our topping. Ended up sticking together. This was the one that was kind of loose, remember? Oh yeah, nice crispy top. Oh, nice warm peach cobbler topped with some butter pecan ice cream. All right, let's try that. That's good. Man, that's really good with the butter pecan. Sweetie Pie agrees. You guys, do yourselves a favor and bake some peach cobbler tonight. You have to. It's National Peach Cobbler Day. Well, guys, I'm going to finish that. I'm going to let this cool a bit, and I'm going to take it over to my neighbor, and we are going to enjoy some peach cobbler all day long. If you have any secret ingredients in your peach cobbler, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time on Mama Baird's.